All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Coming to you, coming to you.
Watch, twitch, dig. Protein spill.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Go, go, go.
On second and 15 now. Garoppolo. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200-plus?
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. On second down, Barber. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, alert! Let's go, defense!
First down, they go with Barber again. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And Huff reels it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
21 yards. First down, New York.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80!
I smell fear, I smell fear.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 80! 12, 21, 21. Hey, Delta.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to Slayton. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go,
Now
here we
from
go.
the 9, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Barber. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
March 56. March 56. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, pick your game up.
Hey, check right, check right.
Yep.
Watching it right.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
21. I got this.
Second and 7.
56.
At the 46.
On second down now. It's Barber, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Garoppolo. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
21.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll run with a big man, Campbell. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. That's his 14th interception on the season, and that number 14 ties the NFL single-season record.
Held by Dick Night Train Lane. Was that 1952?
52, more than a half-century ago.
And he's with the Rams that season, and believe it or not, it was his rookie year.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop the throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
Here we go.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try it now with Barber. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
11. Check 26, check 26.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. 180!
Right there, 56. You gonna get this one?
Garoppolo on first down. This goes to Barber, the running back. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A carry for Barber. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, now Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. It's a party now. Whoa. You gon' take. You got take. Hey, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at the 3. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Barber. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check safety, check safety.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got him in. Complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 81 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Running is Barber. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First down, Giants.
Here we go. Wait, come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Don't be scared of it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 27 yards there, a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Pick it up. Safe.
2nd and 5. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Go! Delta! Check the call. Mike 5-5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man, it's Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He's coming. We got double up.
2nd and 6. to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Barber, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
12. 56. Go. Like 56.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to Slayton. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo looking deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Garoppolo looks to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going for it all. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now here's a deep shot that's complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Josh Allen giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check three.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the 49ers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.